What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Get a Grip Sports Basketball. As you all probably know, James Harden got traded to the Brooklyn Nets in a massive four-team trade, and he is joining his former teammate Kevin Durant and all-star Kyrie Irving. Today I'm going to be talking about why I don't think this team will work out and why I still think they won't make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. So let's start it off with, first of all, these three players have some of the highest egos in the entire NBA. They're all huge scorers, and they don't like to pass the ball. So that is definitely going to play as a problem. I do think that Kyrie Irving will step down as one of the top players, and James Harden will get less assists than he usually would because he's going to be getting them from Kyrie Irving. Of course, Kevin Durant is also going to be getting the ball a lot, and I don't think he's going to want to pass the ball either. So overall, this team is going to be very high scoring, low assists, looking out for themselves. I also think that the locker room could be a big problem because James Harden wanted out of OKC due to locker room issues, and he just wanted to play for a better team. And I don't think that Kevin Durant and James Harden are the two greatest friends in the world. I honestly think that the Brooklyn Nets are not going to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals because of the egos, the looking out for themselves, the bad locker room. And I do think that Kyrie Irving, towards the end of the season, is going to want out of Brooklyn because he's not being able to score points, and he's going to have to give up a lot of scoring and self-title for Kevin Durant and James Harden. I think that James Harden's points totals are going to go down by the end of the year. I think that Kevin Durant is actually going to go up in points because James Harden will pass a little bit more than he usually does. When these three are on the court together, it's not going to be very good. At most, I'd have two of them on, but I don't think I'd ever put Kevin Durant and James Harden on the court together because they don't like passing the ball, and they're really good scorers. So alone, they can score huge buckets, and they can get massive amounts of points, and that is going to help Brooklyn down the road. But towards the end, when they play a better team like the Sixers, the Celtics, the Bucks, it's going to be hard for them to not keep all three on the floor. And defense plays another factor in this. Kyrie Irving and James Harden are not great defenders. Kevin Durant is an all-around great player, so we don't have to worry about him. But James Harden and Kyrie Irving are less than average defenders. Both of them have gained more experience and have gotten better overall, but they're still the same players they used to be. James Harden is, dare I say, a horrible defender. He really isn't good at defending. He's more of a points player. He's like, when I think of him playing defense, I think of when LaMelo Ball scored those 92 points in high school. He plays that type of game, looking out for himself and not looking out for teammates and just overall his team. And another thing you have to worry about is Joe Harris. He's a terrific three-point shooter. With this trade, he's going to be moving down to more in the paint than outside the line, which is a questionable move, but James Harden is arguably a better shooter and gets more points, so it's reasonable. I do think that Joe Harris will want out of Brooklyn towards the end of the season, but if he wants to win, I would stay with them because I don't think any other contender is going to want to take Joe Harris with the contract that's a little more than I would pay for him, and I think that NBA executives and general managers want to pay for him. So I think Brooklyn's the best place for him right now. Brooklyn, they're either going to win the championship or they're not going to make the Eastern Conference Finals. It's hit or miss for this team, and at this point, it's finals or bust for them. We could see Steve Nash getting fired if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals. It's extremely disappointing. Somebody, either the general manager or first-year head coach Steve Nash, is gone. I do think that Brooklyn's going to have a great regular season, but then fall apart in the postseason, because only one of these players has ever been to, or two of these players have been to finals. Two played against each other, Kevin Durant against Kyrie Irving, and James Harden has no championship experience because he's been stuck on Houston. I do think that Houston is going to have a horrible season. They already were without James Harden. Now they don't have James Harden at all. Christian Wood's going to have to step up. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and turn on those notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.